All righty, good evening. It's April 11th. This is the ACT Committee meeting with myself, Nick Allen, Brian McGinnis, and Patrick McCoy. We'll go ahead and call this meeting to order at 5:30. Item number 2 is comments, suggestions, petitions by residents in attendance regarding items not on the agenda. Yes, come on up. Thank you. Any other comments tonight? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to 4A. No, we will not. We will move on to 3A, which is our Borough Manager Report.
Thank you very much. On a personal note, I wanted to thank my staff and council for their understanding for my recent departure and return to take care of some family business. I really appreciate the understanding on that. Between now and the last time I gave a manager's report, I've been out of the office a little bit, but I did want to take some time to recognize our staff. I want to start with the finance team. The department's now fully staffed, and the director of finance, Barbara Leonti, has been working to train 2 new employees while preparing for our audit this year and maintaining current operations. Alexis Hirschberger and Michelle Woolley joined Miriam Albert to complete our finance team. And I wanted to recognize Barbara here tonight and her team for their professionalism, dedication, and to our culture of constant improvement. So kudos to our finance team. We are fully staffed, and thank you, council, for that support. I next want to recognize our parking team. The department is now fully staffed as well. You'll notice a theme here. And the director of parking, who's here right here in the room with us tonight, Ramsey Reiner, has been working to train 2 new enforcement officers and redeploying our personnel to effectively enforce the borough's regulations. Under her leadership, the department's forming an effective and communicative team. She's also taken some initiative to help with our interdepartmental coordination. So good job, Ramsey. And lastly, I want to point some recognition towards our manager's office. The director of human resources, that's John Krauser. He's been with the borough now for 3 months. And in that time, he's successfully managed recruitment across the organization, helping us find new talent in multiple departments. He's investigated our existing vendor relationships and challenged those same vendors to enhance their services. And he's given me a lot of great confidential professional advice in the meantime. So thank you, John. But none of this would have been possible if it weren't for the last 5 months for the assistance of Dana to my right here, who pulled her weight and some extra weight while we managed without a director of human resources. She filled in providing essential services to me and the borough, and she's really helped John transition to a new organization. So there's a lot of knowledge sitting to my right here, and I appreciate that and your willingness to roll up your sleeves and become a valued part of our team. So thank you, Dana. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Any comments or questions?
No, I guess I just reiterate, things seem to be running smoothly with your full staff here. It was quite different a year ago.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Thank you so much. I think we're good then for item 4A, which is to approve our meeting minutes from last month, which seemed fine to me.
I approve.
Excellent. We can call that one 3-0. Item 4B is to approve a resolution supporting the Westchester Food Co-op.
Yes, from my understanding from conversations in March with council at the, was it this committee or the Smart Growth Committee? Because that was a meeting, I think it was Smart Growth.
Smart Growth, yes. And they came back, they rewrote the resolution. And I think it's something that council probably should get behind. I'm personally behind it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
This organization can use this. If you scroll down, it does say something to the effect that now here and therefore be resolved that acknowledges that there's an alignment between the Westchester Co-op's efforts and council's support for certain things that it's trying to generate in the community. And they can use this to go out and get partnership funding and support. So
Yeah, looks good to me. Any issues?
Fully supportive of it.
Awesome. Any comments, questions? Okay, great. Yeah, we can call that a 3-0 recommendation then. Thanks for coming out. Item 4C now is to approve a resolution to shred parking and administrative documents.
This, I heard some. This is part of a normal process where the council, I believe, at some time in the past approved an ordinance or a resolution that it would follow the state's document retention policy. But every time you want to dispose of a document, you have to get a resolution from council specifying exactly what it is you're disposing of. So these are things we want to get rid of, and this is the process by which we can do it. So I'm sure we've done this repeatedly with council since that original resolution was passed. And so this is just another step. And maybe you know more about it, but
This will also help lower the cost of the archive that we're wasting money on. A lot of the parking stuff doesn't need to be held more than a year. So I know that was one of the impetuses of this, so.
Any questions or concerns with this?
No.
Questions?
Yeah, I don't remember ever doing this, so there's probably a lot there, I'm assuming. So it doesn't mean it didn't happen, but I don't remember it. Great. Any public comments or questions about that exciting agenda item? Okay. We can call that 3-0 recommendation. And then item 4D is to approve the open air market rules and regulations.
these have been reviewed and vetted by John O'Brien, and we have no suggested changes to them, even though we did stamp it with draft, just in case there would be any suggested changes from council.
The one thing, there's a link at the bottom that's landing on a 404. I don't know if that's like something the bid can fix, or we can change the link. Any other? Yep, there it is.
Okay, we'll
I just want to ask, were there any changes from last year to this year? Okay.
Do we have any concerns or anything we'd like to see updated?
Under the music and entertainment, it felt a little loose. It says music and outdoor entertainment are permitted, provided that noise volume does not travel far beyond your outdoor area. Yeah, I'm okay with it. It seemed to work okay in the last few years, so I don't think it's a problem. It just felt a little loose.
I don't think we've had any complaints about music in certain areas. The only thing I had a question about is what time specifically are we going to start on Friday morning? It just says Friday morning, but is there an estimated time that we want to have the barriers set up by?
Yes, it's actually convenient for us to do it like we did it last year, which is we have them, it takes about 60 to 90 minutes from start to finish to get them in place once they're staged. So we do like to get them up as soon as we can in the mornings because we don't want any daytime traffic to get in and then get trapped by the barricades that we put up. With the effective start time usually is around 9:30, 10 a.m. on Friday. That can vary according to weather and some other factors, but that's generally how we make it work.
Thank you.
So to follow up on that, so our deliveries, it says deliveries should be scheduled between 6 and 10 a.m. Is that for Friday morning? Or is that intended for all the days?
I believe that's for all the days.
Thought it went great last year. I'm looking forward to this year. I mean, I can't think of anything that I would change. I know I felt like it was tight on the sidewalks, but I know that's addressed in here. So I'm happy with it. Are we comfortable with a 3-0 recommendation?
I am.
Same.
All right, sounds good to me. And then item 4E is to schedule a public hearing date for the transfer of a liquor license to 9 North High Street at 9 Prime. Seems straightforward.
Yeah, Dana's on top of this one. Monday, May 15th is our suggested time. We can't meet that Tuesday because that's the primary.
And you said that's a Monday then? Okay. Yep, that sounds yeah, appreciated. I will forget. So that sounds good to me. Any questions, concerns?
No, no questions.
All right, any public comment? Great. We can call that a 3-0 recommendation as well. Is there any other business tonight? All righty, seeing none, we'll go ahead and adjourn at 5:42. Thank you.